Hi everyone, I want to share a short video on how to make a plain store-bought Halloween hand and make it kind of a more gory, zombie-like, you know, I've killed some people and been in the dirt type of zombie hand. And this is to go with my outdoor decoration, which is zombies kind of reaching through a fence. So I started off with just a regular hand. It's gray, and I bought this because it was a pretty good price. And I knew that I could use it and kind of change it and make it more zombie-like rather than just a dead person coming out of a grave. I wanted to look like this person's hand or the zombie attached to it had really gone on and made some killing. So the first thing I did is, and I'll put this nice gooey one aside, is that I took just some regular red paint, so acrylic, and this may wash off if you leave it outside, but really if you just take it out the day of that you want to scare people, you should be fine. So I have some red paint. See, I already have some in my hands. And I either use my hands or the brush to just kind of smear the paint on. So you put it on and you smear it, and it really helps you give that random blood effect. And you also want to get it on the sleeves because, you know, the zombies aren't just going to have dirty hands. They're going to have pretty dirty sleeves. So you can do it with your hands and get all dirty and scare people, or be good bunny and take your brush and kind of just brush randomly where you want paint on your hand. So definitely want fingernails, definitely want some here and everywhere. And then you could either get like a cotton ball or even like a makeup sponge and smush it, but I just use my hands. I think it's just so much more fun. Gives it a more realism effect and kind of just makes it look more gory, as if it was really kind of grabbing at somebody and the hands got really bloody. So you could stop here and you have a pretty good bloody hand. You know, you could hang it off your door or scare people with it. But I want it to look a little bit more worn down, a little more zombie coming out of the ground, a little more of the human flesh there shining on the nails. So I'm gonna add just a couple more things. So since it's dirt, I'm just gonna add a brown, and this just happens to be ombre natural, but it's brown, you know, for those who wondering. Just squeeze them out. Same thing, use my fingers. You could use your paintbrush and then just go at it. And if I wasn't holding the camera, I'd probably be using both hands and probably do a better job. But with this, I really recommend that you get into like the fold of the skin, wherever dirt would normally be caked on, and then you kind of just smear it through, because you want to make it seem as if this zombie, and don't forget to do the clothes, has been in the ground for a while and has come up for a human snack. So again, use the brush. You want to be good, especially you want to get into some corners, blend some of that blood. Again, you could definitely use a sponge, a Q-tip, cotton ball, especially here where you have like these unblended areas. Just go in. There's places that it's missing some blood and gore. And you could go in and put some of this stuff in. And then you could definitely do more on the hand, get the sides. Don't forget to do the clothes. But what's missing from this one is that this is a very bright red, and I want to get in some more of that darkish, iron-rich red blood that humans have. So I want to put that especially around the fingernails and have some areas where you see that there's still some flesh and blood. So for that, I used more of a burgundy-ish, and this one's just called Crimson Red. And this is just a different tone of red, but I'm in luck because this paint has separated a little bit, so it comes out a little bit gumpy or gunky, and with that I just need to dig in with my brush and I'm able to get some of that paint out. So I'm able to just squeeze the tube and get some of that really thick, dark, flesh-like pigment, and I could just apply it directly. There's no need to be neat here, folks. It's Halloween. It's having fun. So kind of applying that thick paint, and I'll show you what I mean now. You can see the big difference between the darker pigments and just the bright red. I'm gonna pick some of that up, and then you put it more on the nail. You get kind of that gory flesh, and I'll show you on the other hand where that came out a little bit better. And you can see under the fingernails where that is. So just a way of making just a regular Grail hand into something a little bit more exciting. You can definitely blend more colors, add some more flesh tones if you don't want the zombie to look so gray. If you want it to be a little bit more alive, you can definitely add some oranges and yellows and mix some of those up, and even throw in some darker colors like black and like maybe had some burnt areas. You could really have a lot of fun with this. So just really short video of me playing around, a couple zombie hands. Thanks so much for watching.